I remember backyards that felt like battlegrounds. Mosquitoes and mistrust buzzing around my bare ankles. Mama's voice was both lullaby and landmine. Singing bedtime stories that sometimes exploded mid-verse. My childhood was a chalk outline of what could have been. A tricycle tipped over in the corner of a silent room. The only swing I knew was the one where I sat alone. I was 8. With eyes older than the man who walked past me without seeing. Who wore shame like hand-me-downs, too tight in some places but too loose in others. We didn't get lemonade. We got eviction notices and excuses. We got ice cream trucks we couldn't chase because survival don't leave space for sprinkles of songs. I watched kids laugh like their lungs were light enough to float, while a mouth full of smoke signals, nobody stopped to translate. I learned the alphabet by the code and apologies. Learned math by how many nights I cried into a pillow. Trying not to wake the pain beside me in church. That was just another building where I sat in stained glass guilt, clapping on command while my spirit curled up in the pews, begging for God to see past the suit and into the scar tissue. No one talks about the summers where birthdays felt like burdens, where you had to ask for permission just to be a child. No one tells you that the first heartbreak is not always love. Sometimes it's learning that the people who raised you were also raised without softness. Sometimes the cycle spins faster than healing can catch up to it, but now I have questions. What happens to a black boy who never learned how to be a black boy? Who skipped childhood like it was a song he didn't know the lyrics to? What happens when the only popsicles you get are the ones you imagine in the grocery aisle, but with your hands in your pockets because you know how to already carry disappointment and call it comfort? You are the bill. Not because you had the blueprint, but because survival taught you how to measure your worth in scraped knees and silent nights. You stack memory on top of memory until the weight becomes muscle. You learn to smile even when your joy arrives with a limp. You stop waiting for summer to come back and start setting your own seasons, because maybe healing isn't about recovering the time you lost. Maybe it's about rewriting it so no other child forgets what freedom feels like, and no child is left behind. Now I carry my inner me on my shoulders, knowing he matters. Tell him bedtime stories that ends in peace and not panic. Teach him how to blow bubbles again without watching the burst in obligation. And together we walk through every season like we deserve the sun. Even when we had to build it from broken crayons and tear-stained construction paper. Pyro.